What if the biggest creatures on Earth are not from movies but from real beaches? Keep watching because your brain needs proof. So why do some animals turn into giants while others stay tiny? Tonight we chase the science behind extreme size using the most viral giant sightings from around the world. In a city street, a wild boar appears that looks like it ate the whole neighborhood. Viral clips from Hong Kong showed a boar nicknamed Pigzilla, and people were stunned by the size and confidence. In cities, easy access to food waste gardens and parks can give some animals constant calories. With steady food and fewer natural threats, bodies can keep adding weight. The shock is the setting. A giant animal between cars and sidewalks makes nature feel closer than it should. It is not the forest coming to the city. It is the city feeding the forest, and the results look like a creature leveling up. In Florida, a massive crocodile known as Old Faithful became news again when it was moved to a safer place. Crocodiles can become giants because they grow for many years, and in warm climates with steady food, that growth can keep going. They are energy savers. They can stay still, conserve fuel, and keep their bodies efficient. Over time, that patience becomes size. The shock is the calm confidence of a body that has been doing the same routine for decades. You are not looking at a quick growth spurt. You are looking at years of steady survival stacked into one heavy silhouette. A huge python shows up in a moment that feels like a jump scare. 1 second it is a normal street or yard, then a thick coil slides into view, and everyone freezes. Many reptiles have indeterminate growth, meaning they can keep growing through life if conditions stay good. Warm temperatures help digestion. Steady meals help the body add length and mass. Over years, that can produce a giant that looks unreal in a human space. The shock is how quiet it is. No dramatic sound, just slow power like a living rope that decides where the boundary line is. A camera drops into black water and a pale shape drifts into the light, then keeps drifting until you realize it is one animal. Recent footage finally showed a colossal squid alive on camera, and people replayed it like a magic trick. In the deep ocean, cold water slows metabolism and can stretch lifespans. That gives the body time to build size slowly. Food is patchy down there, so being bigger helps store energy and travel farther between rare meals. Size also protects soft bodies from being pushed around by currents. The suspense is simple. If this was only a youngster, imagine what the grown version looks like in the dark. Now picture a ribbon of silver sliding in the surf like a living sword. An oarfish washes up and the internet instantly calls it a real-life sea dragon. Oarfish normally live far below where humans swim, so seeing one near shore feels like a secret rising to the surface. That deep lifestyle shapes them into long, drifting giants built for efficiency, not speed. Their bodies are designed to glide through water with minimal effort, like a banner in a slow current. When storms' temperature shifts or strange currents push them upward, the result is a viral moment that feels like an omen. The size looks unreal because it was never meant to be seen. Next, the ocean turns into a floating umbrella that seems too big to be true. A giant lion's mane jellyfish spreads out like a living ceiling with trailing strands that look endless. Cold water can hold more oxygen, and many jellyfish thrive in cooler seasons when conditions help them grow larger. They do not need bones to be big. They need the right water, enough food, and time. That is why a soft animal can scale up into a massive drifting presence. Viral clips hit differently because there is no face, no eyes, just a moving shape that turns open water into a no-go zone for your instincts. Then comes a fish that looks like a flying saucer with fins. A sunfish drifts near the surface, and suddenly the scale next to a diver looks unreal. Sunfish can reach giant sizes because they spend their lives cruising open water and turning steady feeding into steady growth. They are not built for quick sprints. They are built for long days and long years. In the ocean, a body that can conserve energy and keep eating can keep getting bigger. The shock is also the attitude. The fish does not act like it is afraid. It floats like it owns the whole scene, and that calm makes it feel even larger. A manta ray should feel like a living kite gliding wide and free, but a viral clip shows a huge manta being hauled toward a boat, and people cannot stop watching. Mantas become giants by filtering tiny food from vast volumes of water day after day for many years. Their wings are built for efficiency like a long-distance aircraft. Slow, steady feeding plus long life equals giant size. The twist is emotional. Even when an animal is enormous, it can look surprisingly delicate when it is out of its element. That moment makes you realize size is not the same as control. Underwater, the seafloor starts moving and you realize it is not sand. It is a marching crowd of giant spider crabs' legs stacked over legs like an armored parade. These crabs gather in massive groups during certain seasons, often linked to molting and protection in numbers. Cold water and long lifespans help them reach huge sizes over time. The viral clips feel unreal because it is not one giant. It is thousands moving like one living carpet. The shock is the scale of the crowd. For a moment, the ocean looks like it has switched to a different planet setting. Now imagine a river hiding a fish that looks person-sized when it surfaces. Viral videos of giant catfish make people do the same thing every time: rewind, replay, zoom in. Some catfish grow huge because they live long, eat many different foods, and thrive in big waterways with constant resources. If a fish can survive year after year, it keeps getting bigger, and then it becomes a giant that is hard to ignore. The shock is the thought behind it. You can stand on a quiet riverbank thinking it is calm while something massive cruises below like a silent submarine. If you are enjoying this size mystery, hit like and subscribe right now. We still have the ancient river giant, the surprise stage moment, and the most unbelievable spider scene coming up. A white sturgeon nicknamed Ghost became a viral legend in Canada, not because it is flashy, but because it looks ancient. Sturgeon can become giants because they are built for the long game. They can live for many decades and they keep growing as the years stack up. That slow growth is like compounding interest but in body form. Each season adds a little more size. Over time, a fish becomes a living timeline. The shock is standing next to one and realizing it has been in that river longer than most people have been alive. You are seeing patience turned into muscle. In China, a mermaid show turned into a viral moment when a big fish suddenly clamped onto the performer's headpiece. The clip spread fast because it looked unreal on stage, but it also shows a rule of nature. Large fish have strong feeding reflexes. If something moves like food, the reaction can be instant. In controlled environments, steady feeding can also push faster growth than people expect, creating larger animals in a shorter time. The shock is the contrast. Bright lights, a playful scene, and then a reminder that instincts do not switch off just because there is an audience. In Australia, a social media post helped lead scientists to a new supersized stick insect species, and the photos went everywhere. It looks like a twig that decided to become a heavyweight. Some insects grow larger in cooler, wetter mountain environments, where overheating is less of a risk, and certain plants provide stable food. When conditions match their needs, the body can scale up across generations. The shock is how something designed to hide can still be huge. It is camouflage with confidence. It also proves giants are not only ocean creatures. Sometimes they are right above your head on a leaf. Now for a giant made of many. In a sulfur cave, researchers found a web system packed with around 100,000 spiders. One spider is small. A whole living web city is a different kind of giant. In rare places with constant food and shelter, spiders can build layer after layer until the structure looks like a blanket. The shock is the scale of teamwork without planning. No leader, no blueprint, just thousands of tiny builders reacting to the same good conditions. It turns a cave into a shared apartment complex made of silk, and that image sticks with you. Quick question before the final two. If you walked into a cave and saw that ceiling, would you leave instantly or keep filming? Comment leave or film and be honest. Now we go from small to giant in the strangest way. A goldfish, the kind people keep as a cute pet, shows up as a thick, oversized surprise in open water. When pet fish get released into ponds and lakes, they can find endless food and far more space than a bowl. Some also keep growing longer than people expect. Add steady calories and fewer limits and a tiny pet can become a viral heavyweight. The shock is the lesson behind it. A small choice can accidentally create a giant. And once a fast-growing fish gets big, it can also change the whole ecosystem around it, which is the part most people do not think about. A loggerhead sea turtle in Florida was reported as the largest ever recorded in the state, and people could not believe the scale. Sea turtles can become giants because they live a long time, travel huge distances, and turn steady ocean feeding into slow, unstoppable growth. Their lives are long journeys, and every season adds more weight and strength. The shock is imagining how many crossings, currents, and storms it took to build that size. A giant turtle is proof that patience can be powerful. It also flips the story because the most gigantic animals are not always aggressive. Sometimes the biggest ones are simply ancient travelers. Which giant moment shocked you most? Do giants deserve more space? Let us know in the comments below. Like always, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give us a big thumbs up and leave us some love in the comments section. To keep up to date with all of our awesome videos, be sure to hit subscribe and turn your notifications on to never miss a thing. Until next time, do take good care of yourself.